Armstrong. Good evening, sir. If I came easy, Ndewo. Good evening to all. Good evening, Dave Philip. Ndewo. I know it's been quite a while. I've not come up to the page. That's not deliberate. That's due to busy schedule with other things. But I said, let me just come to reply to all who's been reaching out, because it's going to be quite difficult. It's going to be quite difficult and cumbersome to reply individually, and to all those who's been reaching out via inboxes, calls, messengers. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I can't appreciate you guys less enough. That shows my great brother, a friend, and compatriot Chukwuka is not standing all by himself. Just to reassure everyone, most persons have suggested, so many legal routes. Everything has been done. His team of lawyers are not sleeping. And I guarantee every one of us, Ijele will triumph. The waiting game is over. The hide and seek is over. He's not in a hurry. I wouldn't, try to beg the question or try to explain why this has taken so long. But for those who has been following the series or sequence of events, it's nothing but a delay tactic coupled with few holidays here and there back home in Nigeria. But notwithstanding, it has all come to a halt. The most important thing is Ijele is walking the talk. He's not afraid. Like the Bedimas will always say, they are looking for things to say, but we are locking down information. We are containing information. Everything is being contained. So we are not here to give them a lead. If they have the information, let them come and give, to their fellow guys, pardon my manners, to their zombies. All I will assure everyone, Ijele will triumph. That is a given. His liberty is a given. And for all those who has been reaching out to ask if we are making headway, definitely we are. But it's not something for social media. Ijele is not facing a social media trial. And we are not playing to the galleries. We are not here to come and give, more than necessary information. But all I can reassure everyone, his liberty is a given. And the battle has not yet begun. That is simple truth. Because it's going to be a long haul. And we are prepared for this day. We are prepared for it. And on behalf of Ijele, I extend his appreciation, his gratitude, his thanks. And, he doesn't take this lightly. He holds you all in high esteem, even to the naysayers, to those who are wishing that they could have the means to detain him. Then they are lying. As I speak to you guys, there are things I wouldn't disclose, but as the day goes by, other parties are worried. When I mean other parties, not us, the institutions are worried. But let's leave that. That's a different kettle of fish. One thing I will say here today, his liberty is guaranteed, his liberty is given. What he's experiencing is one of those things any man who sticks out his neck to fight for a change. I wouldn't want to put him in the categories of other persons who has devoted their time, their life to fight for a change, both at home and elsewhere. But one thing is rest assured, any person that is determined to live a better society than he met it has a price to pay. But then, Ijele is not even worried. What he's facing is just a compromise system, a system that has been badly bastardized. And one thing I'll say is, it doesn't matter if you're a judicial officer, it doesn't matter if you're a personnel of agencies of government. Once any individual is thinking about bastardizing the system, compromising the system, one thing they need to take home is this: everyone is living on borrowed time. I will say this: the price Chukwuka is paying today is part of the price my fathers, our grandfathers were afraid to pay. Most of all these magistrates that are so corrupt and compromising, many of them, they have children, they have grandchildren, and they will have great-grandchildren. But let them remember, the same institutions they are bastardizing will come back to haunt their offspring when they are no longer here to speak for themselves. To the police officers who think compromising is the best option for them, let them understand no one will remain a police officer for the rest of their lives. Their children will still inherit the same Nigeria as you and me. But then that shouldn't deter us from speaking up, fighting for a society, the Nigeria of our dream. You know, guys, once again, on behalf of Ijele Speaks, I say thank you all for all those who have been, you know, reaching out. You guys are amazing. We thank you so much. Ijele is not shaking. He's not broken. He's in good spirits. And if you guys have kept, you know, account with history, many think this will come to the point of where, you know, they will negotiate the peace process. But no, he is standing his ground. And, you know, to everyone who truly believes that we need to live a better Nigeria than we met it, you guys are amazing. Once again, thank you all. I can't begin to mention names. I can't begin to give you guys back your accolades. But one thing that has given me that reassurance is you guys have shown that sense of, you know, commitment. And you guys have, you know, come to show that sense of recognition as well. And whether we like it or not, like I did say on my last video, collectively, we all have made our mark. We've made an impact. At least for the couple of weeks or months, or I wouldn't say months, or days, no God of man is so bold enough to release fake miracles again. Now, permit me to digress a little bit. Majority of us have seen the debacle back and forth between Jeremiah Omutofofonyi and the Ghanaian seer. Now, the Ghanaian seer said he saw what he saw and, you know, did prophesy that this guy is having some terminal illness. You know, the same prophecies they released to their gullible congregation. Now, Jeremiah has gone berserk because this Ghana seer prophesied the same thing he prophesies to others. He is now worried. And this is the point majority of us are making. What these guys are deliberately doing, they want to instill fear in the people. You know, they want to put this non-existent fear into the minds of people that people become so afraid of what they encounter day to day. But today, a different Ghana seer or a different kind of prophet has prophesied, but he doesn't like that prophecy. But given the same chance, he would want to prophesy negativity, fear into someone's life. You know, guys, the truth is we have a collective fight. This is not about Ijele. It's not about, you know, myself or people who believe in this. It's about posterity. It's about trying to clean up the Christendom. Moreover, if you're a Christian, you're a true Christian. These are the areas you need to add your voice. I will never come on this page to beg the question. What are those questions? That if you're a man of God, why don't you be like Christ-like? These people are not even Christians to start with. These are, how would I put it? Pentecostal entrepreneurs. You know, these are businessmen who saw an opportunity and they're harvesting on people's emotion. They don't know anything about Christianity. And I say this and I put this as a challenge. The day these guys stop merchandising their arranged miracles and prophecies, they don't have anything to offer. That is simple truth. You know, I can relate back to history in the days of Martin Luther, which most of us have read, when they faced subjugation, oppression, you know, color divide. These are God of men. Sorry, Martin Luther as a preacher and, you know, as someone with a voice, he used his pulpit to fight segregation in his time. Let us relate this as Nigerians. The political class, they are listening, whether I like it or not. If all these so-called God of men, all these pulpit bandits, if they begin to challenge the government, if they begin from their pulpit to speak the ills, the injustices, the social inequality in Nigeria, don't you think Nigeria will change? But no. Rather, they are capitalizing on these things to instill fear on the vulnerable, on the gullible, on the confused, you know, congregation. Because they believe everything they have to like tell your mind is spiritual. But then, I pray with time, people begin to see the tree from the wood. Again, I'll leave you guys with this. Ijele will triumph. Not just Ijele. Every person who simply believes in truth will triumph. And his liberty is a given. No man can take this away from him. For everyone who has, you know, a little knowledge about how, you know, what he's been accused for, this is a thing that is meant for the Federal High Court. The question you should be asking your God of man and his chronics and his criminal cartel, why are they shying away from approaching the Federal High Court? That is the question you guys need to throw back at them. I'm not going to be here to ask them to be Christ-like because A, they don't even know Christ. These guys, the author they believe in is a different author of criminality, author of shenanigans, author of lies, author of bribery and corruption, and their strength lies in the bastardized institutions. I'm not going to ask them, oh, in the days of Christ, Christ never arrested anyone. No, because they are not even anything near to it. These are mortal human beings that are filthy. You know, I will leave you guys here and I'll just say Ijele's liberty is guaranteed. He will triumph. He's willing to walk this talk. He's walking the talk. Most people are more concerned the number of days. We are not looking at the number of days. What we are looking at is ensuring the will of justice. What we are looking at is to get justice at last. What we are looking at is based on principles, based on convictions, on principles that, you know, we need to sanitize the public space in Nigeria, that no God of man should have that infantry to come out there to begin to pollute our social medias with fake miracles, with arranged miracles. That is all we want to say. No, and we start on it. And I guarantee majority of us that this will be the last time that your God of man will present anything close to padlock miracle. He will never try it, he will never dare it, and he's never going to try it. Thank you guys, and good night from here. Speak to you some other time.